To change the master code in a T2 or DL2700 lock, the first thing you have to do is enter the existing master code. And the existing master code in this lock is 12345. So I'm going to enter 12345 and then push the AL button. And then push the number 1 and then AL and then enter the new code. And then push the AL again and enter the same new code. You get a series of red lights and beeps to indicate that it has been accepted. The lock will cycle, and now you can enter your new master code. And the door opens. Add a user code to a lock. The first thing that you have to do is enter the master code. And then you push the AL button. And then you push in the user number, and then AL, and then their PIN code. Remember, it has to be the same length as the master code. You get the indicator showing that the code was accepted. The lock will reset, and now you can enter your code, 14708. Green light indicates that the lock has accepted that code. You can change a user code, but you have to know where that user code is located, what user slot. It's the same process, but now you're actually going to overwrite that user code. So you put in the master code, push the AL button, put in the user number, 01, put in the AL, and then you put in your new code, 36908. Lock indicates that it accepted it. It will now cycle, and you'll get a red light, and then you can enter your new code, 36908. Green light indicates that it works. The old code, 14708, does not work, as indicated by the red light. Now, adding a manager's code is the same as adding a user's code. The only difference is the user number that you use. So if I'm going to add a manager's code, I put in the master code, 54321, push the AL button, and then I hit 00 AL, and then my PIN number, 25800. Red lights and beeps indicate that it is accepted. The lock will now reset, and you'll get a red light confirmation, and now my number 25800 opens the door. Manager's code, it will do other things besides just as an entry code. You can also use it to put the lock or to add a code. So I'm going to use my manager's code, 25800, hit the AL, and then 01 for the user number, AL, 14777, and now it indicates that that manager has now added a user code. Lock will reset, and my 14777 opens the door, as well as my manager's code will open the door with a 25800. It opens the door. Now, to put a Trilogy T2 lock into passage mode, which means that this lock will stay in an unlocked mode for a period of time until you go back and take it out of passage mode and lock the door back, it's real simple. You can use either the master or the manager's code, whichever one you want to use. I'm going to use the master, 54321, and hit the AL, and then the number 4, and then AL. That puts the lock into passage mode. Means that the lock will stay unlocked until I come back and put the lock back into a locked mode. Now, at the end of the day, or whenever I want to take the lock and lock it back, then the procedure is the same except for one number. I don't put in a number 4, I put in a number 5. So I put in the master code, and then hit AL, and then 5, and then AL. Get the lock to indicate that it accepted it. You'll hear the lock cycle, and now the door is locked.